Alright. Looks like we're live. Now whether anybody is awake still on a Saturday night, we'll find out. Will everybody roll in? Let's see. Get this stuff out the way. Get situated here. I figured I would do a little stream tonight, since I was gonna look at this Switch anyway and mess with it, and figured why not? We'll just do it live again, kind of like we did before with the Switch. Yeah, that's a Amazon Switch. Let me find the link on it right quick. I guess I should be. Yeah, there's a few variants to this thing. There's several. They all look kind of the same. This one had pictures of the back of it, and I was able to pull the FCC ID off of it and search for it and find the internal pictures of it. Alright, there's the link to it there. Try not to bump my camera too much. I need to get me a different tripod instead of mounting on my little arm here, because it sways sometimes. But there's the specs to it. Of course, I'm in the US, so it has the US style plug. I don't know if they have other country plugs on it, on different variants for it or whatnot. So I've opened the box on it. I haven't opened the plug on it. There's the actual plug, and it looks pretty beefy. I mean, for this cord's pretty thick. I don't see there's any. Well, they cut it, and I don't see the piece I had doesn't have the gauge wires on there, but it does have looks like it's somewhat of a rubber waterproof looking plug. Let's see if I can get the light on it to show. A little too tall, but as you can see, it's a little rubber plug on it. I think they did say, you can use it it's an outdoor plug. You can use it in a damp place. And they did say to mount it down, because it does have a little mounting hole on it. What's up, Dino Tech? Is you saying you're in Louisiana, or are you saying you picking on me? I guess that would be something to do where everybody's at. If you want to just post a quick message and just see where, kind of curious to see where people are at. So I did hook it up to the Tuya app. Let's see if I can find my phone. Okay. Everybody. So, well, it shows offline right now. Canada, Texas, neighbor, Dallas.
Huh?
You gonna be on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we should. I'll try and plug it in here.
Who are you even talking to?
So it does. This one does have power monitoring on it, where it'll show the kilowatt hours for and the stats, and looks like it's by month. And I was just wanting to see in the actual Tuya app itself, because I want to set it up and pull a copy of the firmware, because I'm not sure exactly which chip is going to have for the energy monitoring. And it does work fine with the Tuya Smart Life app in Home Assistant, but of course I want to put Tasmotizing on it. Yeah, we're going to get to it. It looks like you can pull these plugs off. And it's probably hiding the screws. Yep. Like some small Phillips. And I got 4 screws on it, if we can get them out here. That one's trying to be a pain. Should have took the screws out beforehand, right? And looks like it's trying to grip with the plug. Let's see. Alright, we'll put these in here. Oh my god. How can you fit it all in? Let's see if we can get a closer shot of it. Stop the swaying. So it looks like the same module that we've seen in other stuff is that Tuya TYE3S, and the relay is right next to it. So that's definitely going to be fun to try to solder the TX RX ground, and GPIO 0. Let's see if we can pull this whole board out of here. Hopefully we can put it all back together. Trying to look at the chat every once in a while. Waiting for the next video on OpenHab. I haven't messed with OpenHab too much. That you use OpenHab, or who's doing videos on OpenHab? I played with it one time, just put the container on just to mess with it. So here's the bottom of the unit. Okay. Alright, BK Hobby. So let me get a little closer shot on this, and I'll fix the zoom on the camera. The autofocus, as I've done before, doesn't always work out too good. So this one does have energy monitoring, and I was just trying to see if we can figure out, I'm betting that's probably the chip doing the energy monitoring. I'll probably have to get real close to it and see with the magnifying glass and look later. So it's 15 amps. What did the box say? Okay, so they are saying 15 amp. This is 16 amp 250 volt, but it's a 15 amp 125 volt. Not that I'd probably put 15 amps through a smart plug, but that might be a chore to get to these pins, but we'll give it a shot and see how, if we fail or not. So let's see if we can figure out how to get this plug out the way here. And I'll focus back again here in a second. Alright. Get the soldering iron fired up, and we'll see if we can solder to this thing. Consistent. Alright, get that going. My background, electrician or engineer. How about neither? That's all. No, did a lot of electrical work here and there. Did some instrumentation work for a couple of years with one company, but most of my background is IT related. So you can say this is the hardware side of the hobby here. So if you hadn't seen the other video, what I like to do on these little 2U modules is I'll take a little jumper wire and just tin the end of them, and then I'll tin the 2U module, and then we'll just heat them together and they'll pull straight together. So I'm gonna make sure all my wires here are tinned and look decent and aren't too long. So those two are fine. This blue one needs some help. I remember last time it wasn't looking too great. Alright, the red one, we're good. And the brown one's good. Yeah, it would be great. They made a header for that program. And actually, I was looking at making a little jig on. I just didn't have time today. I was trying to finish up the I Squared C video that ended up turning into 2 videos because it rambled too much and too much content. So I got a couple ideas. I'm trying to do a little jig on it. Is use like a little piece of acrylic, and I'm gonna drill holes in it and try to get it exactly right with some male header pins, and see if I can get them at an angle to put tension on it. And that'd work great if we could just take a little thing and pop it on there, and that'd be it. One day, eventually. Yeah, if I can find my solder. So what is the IoT Mozilla org? I haven't heard of that. Alright. See if we can get this right this time. Get situated here. We need VCC is over here. Wow, these are gonna be fun. I just know it. We end up probably burning a hole in the side of the relay. Yeah, I've seen them use, like, when those clips, they were using some pogo pins with for the what was it, the Sonoff Basic clip. They were using pogo pins. Let's see if I can use this magnification. Get situated here so I can not be totally blind and still get on the camera, and then we'll zoom in the focus. So give me a second here. All right. I don't know. You think we can remove the relay? I mean, the relay's soldered. Looks like this point, this massive, sorry, I'm going to cough the camera, this massive point here, and looks like this point here, and this other point here. We may end up having to do that. I'd just rather not, because also they've got this other resistor in here, and I don't know if that's going to come out, and it's tied to these two. It just seems like a whole mess no matter which way, right? We may end up having to do the jig and see if I can do that. So I need the bottom left to be I can get the stick. Alright, we need... Yeah, I've got some wick and one of those suckers, but I guess I just remember with that my first iFan I was doing, it was such a pain. So we're about to find out if we're gonna do the relay or not about right here. Let me get back on camera here. I keep putting it too close. Wow, that's gonna be a pain to get on camera and get that spot. Let's see. We can get in there. Keep touching the damn solder. Got so much on the tip now. Yeah, this might be one of those fails. Compared to the last one we had that was an easy success. Damn. Yeah, I do have a set of helping hands, but just trying to get on the camera at the same time, and it's such a pain. If I had a different setup, it'd be a little easier. It's just trying to get down in this hole. And then steady your hand at the same time. Yep. So let me grab those. Figure out some way that I can put this and still be able to get this on the camera here. So give me a second. Let's reposition here. But we might be pulling the relay, like you guys suggested. Yeah, did not think it was going to be this close. Didn't think I'd be getting into a small hole like this stacked up against the relay. Usually they got the boards out in the open because they're trying to keep the antenna away from things. But this one, they just stuck right up against the relay. You'd think they'd have plenty of room in that big box. Let's see if we can come around this way. might be able to do this. It's gonna be tight. Well, there's 2. And I need to go upside down here. TX, RX, and it's 5, 4. I need to skip 2. And then there's 0. Let's see if I can hold myself from shaking too much in there. Alright, there's 0. Yeah, I don't even see 0 connected to anything. A lot of times I'm thinking they'll program these modules probably with a jig of some sort, and then they'll just solder them on. They probably they're soldered before. I mean, they're programmed before they're soldered onto the unit. Yeah, I got a bit of the relay there. Alright. Let's see. I needed to do the blue wire 10. Alright. Well, we're about halfway there. So I'm just looking, RX, TX, then skip, and it goes GPIO 5, then 4, then 0, then we have 2 and 15, then ground, and then VCCs at the bottom side. Yeah, so this just makes it more evident that definitely we need a jig. We got a little battle scar there on the relay. We'll try not to make a bigger one, right? So let's do. I probably need to do GPIO 0 first. So we'll do that one with the that brown. We can get in there. It's a little longer one. And just get just that when we straighten this out. And then hopefully we don't run into issues where it won't go into programming mode because it's got that something with that serial. Maybe it's with serial with the power monitoring and it may ground out or something like that. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Alright, now my hands are shaking too much because I'm getting in this little hole. Alright, I need to make sure that's not touching the can. That's not a bad idea to shield that relay. But I did get the hardest one already, so that was the one that was a pain. Was the one right in the middle. These two aren't too bad because I can kind of hit them from the edge. But I'm just trying to situate myself where I'll just get just that one without grounding it out on the can. I'm shaking so bad tonight. Probably because I'm in this little spot. There's a little bit of a beauty mark on it, but not too bad. I need to get down in there. There we go. And if I can get that to suck together. Alright. I hadn't put a hole in it yet. That's what counts. And we'll see if we can hit this one from the side a little bit. Hopefully it won't connect with anything else. This one's supposed to be easy. Hang on, let me put some more solder on this wire. Now this wire is not wanting to tin. About to find another one that I had already tinned. Hang on a second, guys. Alright, let's see if we got that one. Alright. Hell, I might be too long now. We'll see. If we can just, if I can situate this at a different angle without shaking too bad. Too much caffeine, I think. Alright. I think I got that one without touching anything. We'll find out, hopefully, the right way. Alright, we got 2 more to do. Hopefully they're not too bad. Let me do some more tinning on this wire right quick. Alright. Now I got myself in a corner here. How can I get this one with the helping hands and still be on camera? With nothing to brace my hand on. Alright, I think we got... Well, that's ground. We'll have to remember to do it. Red is not VCC. I'm missing a jumper. Oh, my actual ground one I was doing. I'll have to remember to do it backwards. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not burnt myself either. Alright, this one's supposed to be the easiest one because it's out to the side. But I'm not left-handed. So I gotta turn this. Let's see. Alright. That wire is way long, but they're gonna jinx me about burning myself. Alright. Let's see if I can see down in this hole and make sure nothing is not touching. I don't think it is. Let me see if I can stick my blade in there right quick. On this blue wire right here. Yep, it does fit. Okay. It must not be touching. Okay. Yeah, kind of. It's like kind of like that 12E, but you can find if you Google for the Tuya. Was it the TY? Right there on the video, upside down. TYWE3S. There's a whole thing on the docks for it. Let me find my flash here and let's see if we can pull a backup of this thing. So I gotta be careful here with these wires because I am not soldering them again. And I gotta remember they're backwards on the voltage. So let me move this and move it over a little bit. And I need me another tripod bad. One of those little flexible. That way I can just put the camera on it. So this is the gray is going to be VCC. And that's this pin here. And the blue is the top one. That's the TX off the chip, so that's going to be RX. This one here. Orange is going to be the other. And then ground, I just got a little header that's bridged on 3 of the pins, so I can put that to the ground and then tie in the 2 wires. So go to ground and brown, and then oops, sorry, bumping stuff here, and the red is ground. Ooh, now my magnifying glass coming out the mount. It's shaking everywhere. So I just use ESP tool to back up. And let's see if we can pull up ESP tool, and I'll put it on the screen here in a second. If I can get it to even pull up the chip type. So ESP tool, I want to say that's COM. All right, let's plug it in and see what happens, right? All right, it's COM 27. Let's see if we can get it to pull. I'll pull this on the screen here in a second. ESP tool pi dash P COM 27 flash ID. Damn. All right, let me throw this in right quick. Give me a second here. Add window capture. Okay. Say okay. All right, you should be able to see that. So once when I use ESP tool, and I always do the flash ID because I want to see the size of the flash, even though that TY WE3S or that 2U module is usually it says 1 meg. I just want to make sure when we're backing it up. So once you do that, you always have to go and pull and reset the thing. Otherwise, it's not really in programming mode anymore. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy the command off of the Tasmotizing wiki under the ESP tools section. There's a backup firmware section. Paste that in. I'll change to COM 27. Read flash. We'll call it outdoor plug bin. All right, so we're backing it up. Normally, sometimes I will back it up twice just to make sure. If it's especially something I'm not 100%, I think I might be going back to, like when I'm messing with different dimmers. And then I'll do a comparison of the two files just to make sure they're the same. But hurry up and wait. Maybe we got 16. We dropped off a bunch of people. Not that we had a whole lot to begin with. But it definitely was a challenge. Definitely need this. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone unless they can really get in that small little hole. It probably would have been a little easier if I wouldn't have been able to try to do it on the camera. I could have got a different angle on it with the helping hands and try to be without a camera to worry about. I don't know what baud rate it went at. I guess it defaults to 115K. It stopped at 67% for some reason. And the light stopped flashing. Interesting. Well, let's try it again, I guess. Let's cycle it. I'm not getting the noise. Did something happen to it? Did it? Let's see.